Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you're calling it a day on your marriage. You want money you say he used to cheat on you with, but before I get to any of that, why do you have what appears to be a wedding cake in divorce court?
Well, today is our 3rd anniversary.
Today?
Today.
Damn.
So instead of being off somewhere in marital bliss, we're here arguing over issues that have, almost ruined us.
Can I see the... So did you have that cake made just
Yes,
as a
ma'am.
symbolic gesture of
Yes, ma'am.
what this day should have been and what it's turned out to be?
Yes, ma'am.
It says happy anniversary, Mr. Smith. Nothing. Okay. All right. Hey, that's why we're here.
And that's what I live with.
Mrs. Smith, why don't you tell me about the woman named Dave?
I get up one night to go to the restroom, and I noticed that his phone wasn't on the charger, and that's what he uses for his alarm. So as I'm going to put the phone on the charger, it buzzes in my hand, and a message comes through from Dave saying, "Oh, I didn't think it was going to end this way. I thought that we would see each other one last time." And in my mind, I'm like, either it's a man and he's on the down low, or something ain't right.
Nah, you just not hip to the game. You store the name of another name, so when the message come through, you don't think that it's nothing. Okay, we'll get up with that, but that's old, bro. That's old. That's the oldest trick in the book. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Do not cheat. This ain't the how to get away with cheating Undefeated Reacts 101. No, we don't promote that, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna guess.
So I'm like, okay, gather yourself. Don't go crazy. Don't burn the house down.
Mm-hmm. Which is always a good first thought. It's always a good first thought.
I call and I say, "May I speak to Dave?" And a woman says, "Oh, no, you have the wrong number." And I said, "Well, does a Dave use this phone?" She's like, "No, this is my personal cell phone." And I said, "Well, may I ask who I'm calling?" And she told me her name. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Who is this?" I said, "You'll know in a couple minutes. Let me call you back." So I went to the bed and I woke him up. I said, "You need to go brush your teeth, wash your face, drink some coffee, eat something, because I need you very coherent." Who is the person masquerading as Dave in your phone?
And his response was?
A lie first. And I'm like, before you continue to lie, I've already spoken to Dave.
Okay. So you want to adjust your story accordingly?
Accordingly. So then he went on to tell me about it was just a one-time thing. He was ending it. I don't have nothing else to worry about. I shouldn't be upset.
Mr. Smith, is the story that I heard about Dave true?
Yeah, it is true.
Fellas, I'm trying to warn you. You don't want to be in court with this face right here. That it's sealed. You've been convicted. It's over with, bro. You're a cheater. You're a cheater. And at this point in time, it's not looking good. It is not looking good, brother. I mean, it's a little outdated way of thinking. A little outdated with the Dave and all of that. That was outdated. But again, bro, don't put yourself in this situation. That is an intelligent woman over there, matriculating, articulating, and circulating, and dedicating. She got that's an intelligent woman. You ain't gonna slide too much past her, man. You ain't gonna slide too much past her. So, again, chill out on that cheating, bro. It's cool until it ain't. It's cool until it ain't.
Okay. And how long did Dave last as a fling?
It was a few weeks, probably a couple of months.
A couple of months?
It was kind of, it was everything was kind of tied in because there was a lot of other stressful things going on.
Everything was tied in because there was a lot of stress going on. Why don't you tell me what was tied in to Dave?
Okay, well, during the time when I met Dave, me and my wife was going through a lot of financial issues, and we was having a lot of complications when trying to have a child. So at the time period, the doctor was like, you and your wife can't have sexual relations. And that was kind of a hard thing to do at the time. And then, like, she was always sick or always laying down. The house was dirty. It was real hard, coming home after a long day's work, with no satisfaction and to come home to love. And I just had to find an escape and move, just get out there and have some kind of release, not just because I wanted to hurt my wife, because I love my wife, So I tried to do it, a little quietly, so she wouldn't find out. That's why the name Dave popped up.
Dave popped up.
But I was trying to get a release in a lot of real stressful time. It was a real bad choice. If I had a chance to do it over, I wouldn't have done it again. But
Which one of you is sexting? That would be you. Ms. Smith, how did you find out about the sexting?
During this incident, we had a miscarriage. And the funeral director gave all of his information to him and was using his email. And I told him, I need your password so that I can tell him what I want for the arrangements.
Right.
So he thought he deleted the messages. So at the exact time I'm miscarrying and in the hospital, oh, I need you to satisfy my soul and send me something sexy to take my mind away and ease my pain. And I'm like, really?
Was he sending that to Dave?
Yes, to Dave.
Mr. Smith, do you have any response to that? Is everything she's telling me true?
yeah, it's very true. It just, at the time, I had some needs I wanted to take care of, and it was...
Weren't you at all interested in the miscarriage or the funeral arrangements? I mean, are all your thoughts below the waist and there's nothing in the heart?
No.
I don't think that that's funny. I know that they laughed, and I don't think that that's funny, though. We got to do a better job with that, bro. We got to do a way better job with that, bro. Y'all lost your child. Y'all lost your child, bro. And if you haven't had children, bro, it's a process and it takes time. It takes time. You got to go to appointments. You got to get scanned. You got to put the jelly on the belly and all of that. Make sure the heart, all of that's good and all of that. That shit take time, bro. That take time. You investing in it, investing in her, investing into the family. So I just, me personally, as much as everybody else, I'm trying, I'm cool, bro. I ain't got no problems with it, but it's a time and a place for everything. Like, I don't even want to say that word, but she just did what she just did, and then I'm sure that that's stressful. How the fuck do you deal with that? How you deal with that? And then on top of that, now you goddamn reading that. Yeah, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot. And call it what you want, because if the roles was reversed, and my dog was playing football and broke his leg and he was laid up in the bed, and then she had the emails and all of that stuff. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. If the roles was reversed, it'd be just as bad. It's bad, bro. It's bad, bro. That's not cool. That's not cool, dog.
It isn't that. It's just that, that stuff got, it's real stressful. It's hard to deal with that, on a constant basis. So it was kind of like my escape to get away from my reality at the moment.
Wow.
It was just hard. I mean, you can only take so much stress when you're still trying to take care of home. You still got to deal with the miscarriage. You still got to pay for a funeral. You still taking care of your wife. You still taking care of her baby.
Wouldn't you turn to her?
Yeah, you
for
normally
love and
would.
compassion and care?
But the same love and compassion and care wasn't there. It wasn't there. It was she was in another world because she had lost a child. It was depressing, and then I was trying to bring her up, but it's hard to bring somebody up who don't want to come up with you.
I will agree with that as well. Now, I will agree with him on that, bro. Some people, when they go through certain things, bro, they don't want to be helped out. They don't want your help. They get through it. Now, granted, it might take them longer on their own, and that's not what you want, but in that situation, yeah, I get 1,000% what he's saying. She dealing with it, how she dealing with it on her own, and he can't go deal with it with her, and they can't deal with it together. So now, man, we might have to wipe the boy clean. He can tell with no Dave cool, bro. That's very, very well articulated. These are two very intelligent human beings that they've studied at the source, and then they read the encyclopedia, and then they press play on the video and like the video. Thank you, Undefeated Reacts.
Ms. Smith, I understand Dave came to the house. I want to hear about that. So, Mrs. Smith, I need you to tell me about what happened when Dave made it to your house.
This was the same day I was released from the hospital. I'm sitting in the living room. We're getting along for a change. We're talking. We're watching TV, about to eat. We're just enjoying
Each other.
And I'm like, I hear something at the garage. And he's like, okay. He looks out the window. And he's like, it's her. And I'm like, who is her? I'm thinking like a relative, a neighbor, the kids down the street who was hurt. So he runs upstairs to look out the window over the driveway. And he was like, no, she didn't. You know, he's like really in denial, like freaking out. And I'm like, who is at the door? You know, who's out there? It's Dave. I'm like, it's who? It's Dave. And he beats me to the door. Because when I tell you I was
Because
trucking,
you knew it was going to be, he knew there was going to be drama.
when I tell you I was trying to break the door down, I was trying to break the door
And I
down.
do
We're
believe
fighting
you.
over the door. He won't let me get outside because I'm trying to kill her. I finally get outside. This woman is old enough to be our grandmother.
What?
Got on her pretty dress, a bottle of pink champagne. She ready to roll. Come get her boo.
Did Dave show up to the door with champagne and a pink dress at the home you share with your wife?
Yes, unfortunately.
Did you not tell Dave you were married?
Yeah, I did tell her that.
She just didn't care.
Didn't care. I didn't even tell her where I stayed. Did she just happen to find out where I stayed? I don't know if she followed me from work one day or
The lies you
what.
tell. The lies
Let me
you
ask you
tell.
this. You're texting this woman and sexting this woman while you're making funeral arrangements for your baby. To me, that sounds so extraordinarily selfish. Like you had first of all, no grief at all for the child that you just lost, in addition to no compassion at all for the woman who just lost your child. Just explain how you were feeling at the time. Did you ever grieve? Did you ever care?
What were you thinking about, Melvin? Getting blazed? Bro, I'm telling you, it's an unconscious thing. Don't let that box control your mind. Do not let that box control your mind. Her box got spider webs on it, bro. It's spider webs and all kind of... Yeah, bro, that's... hey, all right, Dave. That's how you going to do it, Dave. Then that's how you going to do it. But I'm telling you, bro, now that you're in court and you hearing everything that just happened, okay, so you mean to tell me that you was making a funeral arrangement, you was trying to get whatever, and now you sitting there, you hearing it back. I'm like, damn, that was just fucked up. That was just foul, bro, regardless of how you felt at the time. And like I said, I believe him. Bro. Wifey probably wasn't in the greatest mood, greatest attitude. She not innocent. She not innocent. She probably done threw a couple eggs across the room because she was mad or something like that. Or here go their favorite one. They ain't like the smell. I can't take the smell of cinnamon right now or something like that, bro. Yeah, all of that. So she not perfect, but again, bro, at the end of the day, dog, it's just not a good look, bro. It's just not a good look, bro. It just seem like you don't really care. Seem like, now, do I think that that's the case? No. I don't think that that's the case at all. I just think dog made that decision. It was a bad decision. Now you got to deal with it. I'm trying to stop the bleeding a little bit, brother. You done got pop. You done got pop right here. So I'm trying to hold a tight compress on the wound, brother. I'm trying.
I agree, but I grieve in my own way, Your Honor. I really try not to, because see, I work and I try to take care of it. Like I was going to school. I do things to maintain our household, because just because that happened, things shouldn't end. So for me, I'm trying to stay forward. Like, okay, we lost a child. Let's try to work towards something else.
You know what, Mr. Smith? That's just wrong. And let me tell you something. You stutter over the word I like you've got a speech impediment. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm going forward. I'm making money. And there's no consideration for her at all. When there is a tragedy in the home, I stop and we begins. We take care of each other. We deal with it. She is hurting. Even if you don't hurt at all and you're distracted, you're just distracted because you having sex with Dave. And it's all about your own personal satisfaction and no care for the person with whom you should be grieving. And you can't be that self-centered and be married. You can't be that self-centered and call yourself a man. It's just wrong. It lacks higher level reasoning. It's just about my needs, my needs, my needs. Do you know what I mean?
That's what I've been focused on.
Your needs. And don't you think that's a little small of you?
Yes.
I've been fussing at you for a while. I want you to give an opportunity to speak to me about your vision of this relationship, because you seem very much checked out. Were you ever checked in?
Yeah, at first, Your Honor, me and my wife, we had a perfect relationship. From the time we met, we was together day one, all together. Once we started having child loss and money
How many
issues,
miscarriages did you have, Mrs.
3.
Smith?
3.
Oh.
Things got real hard, and then the way to communicate with my wife, it was getting even harder. So I ended up finding someone else to talk to.
What was the difficulty you were having in communicating with your wife?
Because it was hard to find a reason to reconnect with my wife. Well, not reconnect, but like connect with her during this time period. Because at the time she was just like really, really down and depressed. And then I was having a hard time trying to figure out a way to talk to her, communicate, because she was just, I mean, like days just in the bed, sleep, crying, headaches, just like shut down. And
She spent days grieving her child. Wow. How inappropriate.
Yeah. It just
I was being sarcastic.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Smith. Woo. Mrs. Smith, let me ask you this. Was he ever checked in?
I believe he played the game very well. You know, if you, let's just say you like somebody that's 6'2", drives this car, he'll go rent that car and buy some lifts. He's gonna make sure that what you want is what you're gonna
appears to
get
be.
right to get you, and then after that, then the real person is gonna reveal himself.
A part of that I gotta put blame on you. A part of that I gotta put blame on you because yeah, we know as adults everything that look like it is ain't what it seems. It is not what it seems. You can be attractive, tattoos, money, goddamn Escalade, trucks back to back to back to back to back to back to back, and all of that, bro, and still be an asshole. And still be an a-hole. Or you can have all of that and be a real good guy, and then she find out that you're a real good guy, and now she want to talk to you because you're a real good guy, but you're a real... Yeah, bro. Yeah, never, ever go off in a person, go off of a person's appearance. Nah, but bro, you don't know what that person been through. You don't know that person. You don't know that person. Now, granted, for being fake and not being who you are, that's unacceptable. I don't promote that at all. But it's also partly her fault that she didn't do all of her homework. She didn't do all of her homework. I gotta keep it 100. Because you're going to see it. Like, I'll take her example, 6'2", whatever. At some point in time, he might have had to put one of the stilts down to oil it up or to change the level. Y'all know how it be when you got crutches, you got to change the level or something. You're going to see it. It's going to be cracks. You can't be or put up a facade 24/7. You can't, bro. You can't. There might have been some things that she overlooked. But that's how I feel about it.
And I think our connection issues happen because he only views marriage as a reason to have kids. You get married to have kids. So if you can't have kids, why get married?
Did he actually say that to you?
He said that to me on several occasions.
Did he say that to you before you got married or after?
After.
You dated how long before you got married?
A little over a year.
And you saw no signs of this?
No.
He presented what he thought you wanted to see?
Exactly. He played the game very well.
You feel he never really loved you, don't you?
I doubt it every day.
When did you check out? Because you're gone.
When I found out about Dave, I'm like this. You can say and do anything because you're grown, but please let me sign up for it.
Right.
Don't force me into anything. Don't let me find out anything. If that's how you want to live your life, make sure I'm aboard. Don't just manhandle me and make me have to deal with it.
Right.
It's not fair to me. I should have a right and a say in my marriage. So for you to decide that you want to have a double life and all of this, I didn't sign up for that.
Right.
And trying to learn how to forgive is something that I'm struggling with, but I'm not competing with Graham or anybody else.
Mr. Smith, would you like to say anything to her? I mean, this is the woman who tried to have your children and had to bury 3 of them. Is there anything you want to say to her now that this marriage is over?
Yeah, same thing I've been saying. I'm sorry. I made a lot of bad decisions. I wish I could take it back, but that's the way I did it at the time period. My thought process was completely wrong. And I wish I didn't do this on our anniversary or even when you were losing a child. I really wanted to make things right for us. I tried to do my best and take care of us the best way I could, the best way I knew. But I didn't mean to, well, I did what I did. Ain't no excuses for that. but I didn't mean to deliberately just hurt you and find out. That's why when you did find out, it was actually over with at the time. Well, it was supposed to have been.
Mr. Smith, I gotta say, you did better than I thought you would.
I really love this woman, Your Honor. I mean, she was my world. It's just that when all that stuff started happening, she went one way and I went way to the left. And I mean, I didn't want to. It wasn't even my intentions. My intentions was to love and honor and cherish my wife where, you know, we can live and grow together. But things started to really go left and right, and I didn't know what was the best action. And then we went to counseling. We tried a lot of different things. It wasn't like I just, hey, Dave, what's going on? Let's go every time. It wasn't like that.
Yes,
it was.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I got it. You've redeemed yourself.
He's good. He good, bro. He back in the game. He back in the game. I can put the tie back on because we still got an opportunity. We still got a shot. He done drug himself deep. He was down 3-1. He was down 3-1 in the playoffs, bro, and brought himself back. Now, was it right? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But the part that I liked, that I enjoyed the most, bro, was the no excuses. No excuses, bro. Let me hurry up and get dressed so I can get up in here for the last half of this here court session. I got you, bro. I cover this one for you. Ooh, it is going to be expensive. Expensive. You want me coming here in the fourth quarter and you confessed already? But on the flip side, like I said, bro, it's no excuses. Oh, I did. No excuses. I shouldn't have done what I did. I respect that, bro. Respect that.
Because you actually have some feelings over there. And I finally got to them, so I'm going to give you props for that, but I'm going to fuss at you some more in a minute.
I understand.
Now, Mrs. Smith, now that your marriage is over, you're seeking, and I think this is very interesting what you're asking for, because I think it speaks to what's in your heart. You want him to pay you the amount of money that he gave in paying attention to Dave.
What kind of, hold up, bro. You're not going to sit up here and make me pay for cheating on you. I had to pay for cheating on you while I was cheating on you. I think that's a little bit too much now. She got a point. All right, cool. I'll give you a couple $100, $500, $2,000 or something like that. Move on, have a good day. But I'm not going to pay you what I paid her to cheat on you. That's outrageous. That's outrageous, bro. Like, come on. Come on. That's crazy.
Kind of like a principle thing that he shouldn't have taken household funds and pursued another woman with it. So why don't you tell me exactly what you're asking for?
I'm asking for the you ain't gonna cheat on me bill repayment. I purchased a phone for him, and when I found out he was cheating, I cut it off. I still had to pay for the device, still had to pay, for the remainder of the bill. And as a condition of staying with me, he had to change the email, the whole nine, because there wasn't, if she was gonna contact you, she was gonna drop out a weather balloon, because she wasn't
gonna get through the phone you were paying for.
Right. No, not at all. I mean, she was gonna have to send a messenger pigeon or something. It wasn't gonna come through me.
Okay. Mr. Smith, can you see why she's asking for this very unusual thing? Can you see it?
No, I really can't.
Every time I try to like you, you hurt me.
He's like a horse with the blinders on. And then it's a mirror in front of the blinders, because all he sees is himself back. He don't see anybody else. I could be standing there waving my arms, crying out for help, bleeding, dying on the Jericho Road. He's not gonna stop and help me. Because if it ain't about his rims, and it ain't about a car, and it ain't about a phone, if it ain't about, the entertainment he needs in his life, if it ain't about a Dave, it don't mean nothing.
Okay, what I'm looking at here is your bill is $515.56 per month. You divided that in half, which is $257.78. And we've got 9 months worth of bills here, but you're asking for only 4.5 months. Why is that?
Those were the actual active months that I could trace back on my bills.
In which he was dealing with Dave.
Right. I can't be mad at him if she called him, but I can be mad at him if he called her.
Ooh.
She gonna get that money. She about to get that money. She's got it
figured out down to the penny. Mr. Smith, do you want to give me a reason why I shouldn't give it to her?
Because I take care of my wife. Right now, for almost a year, she hasn't really worked. She has a child that we also take care of. I pay rent. I take care of the car note. I've been doing that for the last year or so. Why?
Well, bully for you, Mr. Smith. Let me say this to you. There is a concept known as misappropriation of marital funds. You cannot take, even if you make all the money, you can't take the money that is for the household and then pursue another chick with it.
Fellas, if you got that ring on your finger, I ain't even know, but she said it's a murder. What's the name of that?
All the money. You can't take misappropriation of marital funds. You cannot take, even if you make to you, there is a concept known as misappropriation of marital funds. You cannot take, even if you make all the money, you can't take the money that is for the household and then pursue another chick with it. It's not cool, it's not right, it's not going to happen. $1,160 in favor of Mrs. Smith. It is so ordered. And I'm going to keep the cake.
Keeping the